Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rimworld. Now this episode, we are going to be focusing on some base building as well as getting these prisoners recruited. Now, I have been looking at what is around on the world map, and we do have this base of the Lyra tribe. Now there are 3 bases very close together, all connected by road. So I think a good goal for us would be to work on this relation, and then we can open up some fairly easy trading options. We will be eventually taking out some of these nearby bases, but for now, I think just building up some resources and getting some good relationships going would be a good idea. I do want to give a thank you for some feedback that I have received. Once Upon a Time has given a fairly good idea to build doors in between all of these traps, and we have lost all of our traps to the last crate dragon. If you missed that in the last episode, the link for it will be at the top screen of the video. But we will be rebuilding a lot of our traps, a lot of our base, and getting a little bit smoother of a system going in here. Past that, I think just getting on top of everything, cooking some actual meals, reorganizing our colonists a little bit, and getting these guys on board will be our goals. I mean, you know how Rimworld goes. I'm sure that we'll be interrupted by something that goes down, but hopefully nothing to sidetrack us too much. The one thing that I did look at is that these wampas are carnivorous. They eat meat and corpses and meals, and so they are going to starve if we keep them just limited in our base. And so we will be creating a separate zone for them as well, and then that way we can kind of keep a better idea of what areas we need to be keeping animals on based on their diet. And so we'll allow them to walk down here. Hopefully this accolade doesn't attack them. I really don't want to lose these guys, but you know, sometimes stuff happens, as this game usually goes, and we'll allow them up here as well. Hopefully there are some rats or something of the like that they can munch on. We also want to get some of our colonists equipped with some better armor. So we are going to get Loki equipped with the recon armor, and Wizard needs to be equipping some proper armor as well. And we have a group of cows join the area. Now we already have Bantha, so I don't really care for cows. So cow 1 and bull 1, so we will be able to breed them. We'll keep them with the Banthas and the Wampas in the Wampa area. Now, breeding some animals would be good. I said earlier I want to work on the relations for the local factions, and so being able to sell some cows once we get to that point would probably be a good idea. Get us a nice little bit of silver. And we have a prison break of 2 of these colonists, and we want Lilhorn. And so let's recruit Jendo and melee attack Lilhorn. I guess this probably wasn't the best colonist to do. Jake has been bitten to death by the Wampa. Oh boy. Well, I guess we lose Jake. He wasn't the greatest colonist. He would be good with animals and shooting, and we pretty much have that handled. And so we did lose Lilhorn by the looks of it, unless we can get Terra to... yeah, Terra does have our melee weapon, and so let's get her attacking Lilhorn. She did have a pistol, so that is good to note. We need to equip Jendo with a pistol again. Why are we not capturing? There we go. And let's get Terra healing herself first. So now she is at full health. We will unrecruit her and heal Jendo. For some reason she does not want to, but we will force her. We do need Jendo at full health, and so his health, yeah, this will all just take a little bit of time to heal, but it's not anything super detrimental to his health. And we are being sieged by Misery Rig. There are 3 of them with guns. And so, okay, let's just take a pause here, figure out where they get set up, and then we will move in on them. There are a lot more of us than there are of them, and so hopefully we can get them maybe we send in one of our banthas as well, and hopefully we can get them done skis. Probably be a good idea to attack them before the mortars get set up. What kind of mortars do they have? High explosive and incendiary. Now that would cause massive amounts of damage to this map, and so we are going to send these guys in pretty quickly. Loki as well needs to storm in there, and Jen Doe is going to be the trooper of this all, I think. So we will do the force lightning on this guy, force drain on Sizzler, and French will flee. So let's again take a pause. We do have some medicine now, better quality Glitter World medicine, lots of steel, a few components, and some incendiary. Does anyone need a gun? It doesn't look like it, so we'll just have to haul that back, both of these weapons back, and then let's claim this and reinstall it, probably in here. Okay, so Tara has leveled up. Let's take a look at her force tree. I guess we could do the Force Ghost level 3, but we haven't actually used it yet, and it seemed like it didn't work in the last time we tried to. So I'm thinking we work on her Force Pool. She needs to be able to heal people more quickly, and so once we can level this up and get it so that it uses less force ability as time goes on, she'll be able to heal all of our colonists if the need arises, which would be good. And we have a marriage happening. Wizard is... Oh, these guys were lovers to begin with, so this is just a cute story overall. Reunited, he was a slave, she freed him, and or Jen Doe freed him, but now they're getting married. We should build a marriage spot, actually, because we do have another marriage, I believe, and so we'll get them. I always forget where the marriage spot is located. Maybe under, oh, miscellaneous, here it is. I guess this will be the marriage spot. It seems like a good location for it. And we'll set our party spot in here. We haven't done that either yet. Caravan packing spot right here as well. And going back to our, I think having Tara equipped with some actual armor would probably be good. We don't have, these flak pants are in good condition. And so let's get her wearing some proper armor. She can, equip some actual clothes. There, she is happy now. Don't know why she decided to go topless. We're not that kind of colony. But yeah, there is lots to haul right now. Loki is cleaning. Probably not the best. Is he done cooking? Is that why? Is he only supposed to cook till 10? Because we're going to need more than 10 now. I want to do 3 per colonist. So we'll do 21. And then that way the prisoners will have food as well. It's going to be an all-day job for him. But once we get one of these guys recruited, our plan is just to have them cleaning. And Star, of course, has mentally broke again. I was discussing in the comments, I may consider putting the Joy Warrior in Star. He does break quite a bit. His consciousness goes down, but this guy is always mentally breaking. Between the chemical starvation and the tortured artist, he's always frustrated. He's always breaking, never happy, and it's hard to get him happy, and so we may be using that on him, but I'm not going to touch it for now, but that is my current thought. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this far into the video. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We are doing lots of Rim Wars, Star Wars Rimworld kind of content. We also have another series similar to this coming in the future. I'm working out the kinks of it now, but I think you guys are actually really going to enjoy it. For those that are following along, I want to thank you so much for the engagement, and yeah, for all of the support and the encouragement. It really does help when it comes to making these videos. It's not the easiest thing to put yourself out there on YouTube, but yeah, so far I am really enjoying it, and a lot of it is because of the support you guys have been giving. And so yeah, just want to give a thank you again. I know that I probably thank you guys every episode, but this series wouldn't be happening, and I wouldn't be trying out all of this stuff if it weren't for you guys. And I'm thoroughly enjoying myself with this as a hobby. And so yeah, I want to make sure that you guys always know that I really appreciate what you're doing to support me. And now we have another raid. I don't know if the Wampa is just going to take this on, as well as some visitors that will trade. Now it looks like these guys will probably die if they cross paths with the raiders, and I think we can just take these guys on. So we will recruit the 5 that are sane right now and just get them up front here. So they fired at the Wampa. That's their first mistake. Or maybe not. It is just running. So we will just force lightning one of these guys. Terra can force defense and wipe this guy out. And we have a potential prisoner. I guess it can't hurt to take him as prisoner. We will examine him shortly, but I imagine that we will not get him recruited for a while. If he's not worth the meals that we will be spending, I don't think we'll bother with trying to recruit him. It's just we are okay. Let's get her to heal him first off. Oh, she cannot. And so, okay, let's just pause this. First off, his health. He's going to die in 2 hours. His needs, nothing super. He's incapable of social, but he is a massive win if we can get this guy on board. His resistance is really high, but we will be recruiting this guy. I mean, this is just a powerhouse of a colonist. The only thing that he is incapable of doing, we have a handle on. And with a passion in every other category, this guy is going to do us really, really well. Let's get Terra to quickly meditate and try and heal this guy, as well as Revith is our... Jendo is a good doctor as well. So he is going to make it. Terra should have some force powers now, so let's get her to do the rest of the healing, and Jendo can stop. The Netron Alliance. So let's just take a look at what they have. What is this? Price you buy for this. Negotiator bonus. So we are getting a bonus now, which is good. We will take the medicine off their hands, and maybe take... We don't have any more simple meals, which is annoying. How much gold do they have? So we'll just sell them, I guess, a few guns. We will need some, so we will leave those ones. But any Tusken Raider garments we no longer need. We'll keep those too. Now we do have some gold. Yeah, that makes me happy with that trade. We did lose our blaster pistol, but I don't think it's... Who are these guys? Are these guys from the raid? They didn't flee? Jendo can force lightning this guy right away. So let's get everyone recruited again. I guess we didn't handle everybody, which doesn't seem to make much sense to me. but he's out of abilities as well. And Revith really shouldn't be running that way. Really strange that those guys were there. I thought that the raiders fled, but maybe they didn't. Interesting. We ended the war preemptively. That's how pitiful that attack was. I'm pretty disappointed with the Wampa reaction in that battle. I figured that it would be able to take them on. Maybe they're not easily provoked to attack, but we do need to get them trained to attack if that's the case, because he took out the Jake very easy, Jake the pirate, but for some reason he didn't attack those guys, and so I think maybe training them to attack would be a good decision. They seem to be pretty strong and can handle their own once they are engaged in combat. I imagine that would be the case with the Wampa, but for some reason it isn't attacking right now, and we need to get that fixed. Check. I guess one thing to check is what these guys' factions are. So Lil Horn is unaffiliated, so we will definitely be recruiting them. Small is from the Guns, which are 100% hostile. Won't be messing with that. Mebium is an interesting one, as well as Monica Kinship. And so we're going to take a look at Monica Kinship and Mebium and see what their relations are. Let's see. So Mebium is 80 at hostile, so we probably won't be taking on them. And Monica Kinship also is 100 hostile, and so we're not going to bother freeing these slaves, but it is something to keep in mind for the future. Just making sure that we can improve relations if possible. If we don't need these colonists, then setting them free might be a more beneficial route to go. But for now, all of these guys will be a part of our tribe. And then we will be sitting at 11 colonists. We should probably have a second cook going once that is the case, because Loki, he is keeping up, but you know, that's a lot of meals to be cooking in a day. That's probably going to be his entire day. It's just dedicated to that. And so getting a second stove going might be the route to go. And now that I'm looking at it, I think setting some lamps is a good idea. We do have some steel here. We could also deconstruct these guys and see what it gives us. I can't remember off the top of my head, so maybe just start with one and go from there. And now we are training the Wampas, which is good. And Wizard is being attacked by the Acklay. Wizard is mincemeat. Oh no. I cannot have this happen. Wizard has died, which is going to put Terra in a horrible mood. We may be able to take this thing down, but it's not looking good for us. Okay, so we lost Wizard, which really sucks. Terra is going to be in a horrible mood now. What's the best way to deal with this? I was really hoping that Star would be the one to go, not Wizard. So what does a dead Acklay give us? Just some hide. So that's good to know. They're not really worth killing. I guess let's check Terra's needs. She's probably really upset. Yeah, her mood is going to go down pretty quickly. She's not going to be getting any more loving, that's for sure. Yeah, we just have to make sure that she's okay. It's going to take a while for her to be better. We should have tried to rescue Wizard, maybe, once that revenge was happening, but I guess hindsight is 2020. So definitely puts a damper on our mood. I think Wizard's only job was really mining, and he was hauling at the time, and so not too detrimental when it comes to progress, but definitely not the most ideal situation. And then Lil Horn should be recruited here pretty quickly. Her prisoner is at 0 resistance, so we should get Lil Horn on board, as well as Small, and maybe not Zur this episode, but getting the 2 colonists on board. Okay, we do have Lil Horn, so let's check her bio. What was she good at? Melee, animals and plants, not the greatest miner. We don't have any miners now, so we will have to figure out what to do with that. But which bed did Lil Horn decide was hers? She is undecided. Let's just give her the nicest bed. She has a nice bedroom. And now I guess we prioritize her. And so obviously a 1 across the board on all of these areas. Wardening, she is okay at. Would that free up Jendo to construct? Probably. So we will get her wardening, I think. And then past that, she can grow and plant cut. We also have a new group of pigs, so this is a good episode for everything joining us. Where are these pigs? There they are. We have 4 new pigs. So first off, we will set them to the Bantha area, and I guess we train them to rescue and to haul. It's going to use a lot of food to train all of these animals, but I think it would benefit us in the long run. It also seems like Revith is not making a whole lot of progress on them, but we'll just keep it as it is for now. We should probably look at expanding, as with the amount of herbivores that we do have on board, there is not going to be a whole lot of grass for them to eat. And so let's expand the Bantha zone just up to here, I suppose. And that should provide them with enough to maintain their hunger. And we have a pregnant Wampa also, which is good. How long does it take for them to give birth is the question. 30 days. So we will be getting the Bantha in 10 and another Wampa in 20. So we are going to have quite a few animals running around this colony. I think maybe in the future here it would be something to look at to expand this base further. We are pretty crammed in where we are right now. Unfortunately, we can't really go north because of that river. It's going to be hard to get some defenses up there, but I guess we will see. If you guys have any ideas for how to expand this further, let me know in the comments below. If you are enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. Really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, as well as it really encourages me to keep going. If you watch this far and are not subscribed, obviously hit the subscribe button. You enjoy this content and you know it. And so I think once we get Small on board, he is very close to being recruited. We will call this an episode unless something super drastic happens. It should be a pretty easy recruitment from here on out, and that major break risk is probably Terra. Star. So Star is just the worst. He's the worst colonist to ever exist in a Rimworld game. He doesn't even eat at the table for some stupid reason. And Wizard died, so he's even in more of a bad mood than he normally is. But yeah, we just need to axe him as soon as we can. Maybe harvest him for parts. I don't know how many friends he has. Let's check his social. He is very friendly with everybody, but they all know that he's just a mental disaster. There we go. So we do have Small on board. Let's assign him, and then we will call it an episode. Let's see. We'll get all of these up. He is a fairly decent doctor, so we'll let him doctor as well. And he can smith and tailor, but ideally we just want him mining. So let's set his first priority to mine. craft so we can get some smoke leaf joints going. And then maybe tailoring will be the next one. And if those are not done, if he has nothing else to do, which will probably never happen, he can work on hauling. Oh, he was rivals with Wizard, which at least there's somebody happy about Wizard's death. He is going to carry our Colonist. We also haven't had any force-sensitive... There's no force-sensitive colonists coming through, so I'm wondering how rare it actually is to find them, but I guess that is a question that will be answered later on. Thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the episode. If you are enjoying, make sure to let me know in the comments, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, I know I've told you 3 times this episode, but make sure to subscribe. We are putting out a bunch of Rimworld content, and so if you enjoy this game, you will enjoy this channel. And so, yeah, I'm It's Switz. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.